So my Virgos, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see what May has in store for you. May 2020, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right, so my Virgos, right off the bat, I'm seeing a complete transformation for you guys in May. And I see this, you know, because we're seeing the Ten of Cups and the Empress. I feel that a lot of you Virgos have been doing a lot of work on yourself. A lot of self-auditing, looking into yourself, you know, both the good aspects, the shadow aspects. And I just really see that a lot of you are coming into almost like this emotional healing and this cycle, like you're turning over a new leaf in regards of your emotional world. And I feel like in May, that's going to come into front center. This work you've been putting into, I feel that in May you guys are going to be glowing because we got the Empress. You guys got the Empress here. So I feel you guys are really coming into who you are, coming into your path, what you're supposed to be doing. Empress is also very creative. Lots of fertility. So I'm also sensing for a lot of you, a lot of creative energy around you. This came up. I'm sensing a lot of sexual and sensual energy too. Maybe some of you guys might get pregnant. I have no idea. That was just kind of what it read on me when I was looking at it. Yeah, so I'm sensing just this whole transformation and coming into your inner Empress in a lot of way. With the Nine of Cups, I also sense it's still that fulfillment, but I think this, the message here for May is you're going to see this transformation in you. And to always keep working on yourself, even though you're going to feel like you're going to come into yourself. But I almost feel like maybe in May, as you're transforming and you're becoming your highest good and getting into your path and really transforming yourself, there could still be some things that would come up, but I still feel like you're going to be in a better place, because I feel like in May, whatever does kind of come up in May, you're going to be in such a stronger, better place that like it's almost like these things are kind of like whatever. Whatever, and I almost feel like they might be like minor things, because they're only going to be minor because you're in such a higher elevated place in your life and everything going on around you, that I almost feel whatever these minor things that might get in the way, or some things that might come up, you're almost going to like brush them off your shoulders and be like, easy, nothing phases me. I'm also maybe sensing for some of you, because I almost feel like this is like an emotional fulfillment and change and transformation within yourself, that perhaps it's going to also open in May to opportunities of fulfillment. Because I'm also, you know, because these are also very much relationships cards as well. So I'm also getting a sense that because you're at this alignment in May, you're at your highest self, you're the new, the better new, you know, on your path, that because you're at this aligned frequency, it's going to open up these other opportunities to find even more fulfillment than you could even realize, perhaps maybe in a romantic relationship, or perhaps some sort of self-fulfillment within work. I'm definitely feeling both. Maybe slightly more work, but I'm definitely feeling in relationships too, that you're going to make this transformation. Because of that, it's going to help you also transform those situations as well. Let's get some clarification here. right, so right away, these oracle cards. So with the shaman, trust in higher forces. So yeah, I think a part of what has been part of this transformation is you almost letting go that sense of control of needing everything to kind of be a certain way, having a certain response. I think that's kind of been something, Virgo, you guys have been really working on. And I think for the message in May is to really, I think that's going to be the true testament in May for you, is to really trust in divine timing, to really that sense of you, because that sense of needing to control or have a certain outcome or have things be a certain way or fall into place a certain way. And, you know, that's actually a lot of times the root of a lot of our fears and a lot of what sometimes can hold us back and maybe even self-sabotage. And I feel like maybe for some of you guys, a lot of that, I feel like leading up into May kind of came at a peak. And you guys are now like in this spot, in this place where you're no longer accepting that. Like to you, like that's unacceptable. Like I want the change. We're making the change. And part of that is trusting in, it says trust in the universe and divine timing, and know that you've made so many changes and this transformation is going to bring you in alignment for these other fulfillments. You just have to be certain and trust that it will happen in the divine timing that the universe has for you. And with the warrior, to be fearless and stand strong, once again, it's just kind of that stance of just being strong and being in your own power and knowing who you are, knowing where you are in your life, how far you've come, know your worth, know your talent, know what you have to offer, and that anyone who may reject you or say no, you know, they don't know what they're missing. Let's see what we have from our messages from our divine masculine. All right. Achievement. Yeah. So once again, especially since we have it right next to our 9 of Cups. Yeah, I think for you, Virgos, in the month of May, you will see fruition in your achievements. You're going to achieve a lot. You're going to see a lot of what you've been working on coming into fruition. But you just have to stand strong and know it's going to happen. Know you're on the right path and trust. You really have to trust, Virgo. You got to trust. All right, let's see what our divine feminine has to say. We have the sun. The sun once again, guys. Yes, success, joy, happiness, fulfillment. I feel this in everything. Within yourself, within your career, within your relationships, within romance. I'm seeing so many blessings coming your way, Virgo. I'm so excited for you guys. You guys have so many amazing things coming from you, and it's gonna come into fruition. I see that or like the seeds of it starting to show themselves. So you're finally gonna see some fruit to the seeds you've planted in May, Virgo. And and I think part of that is really just that work on yourself, knowing your worth and trusting that you're on the right path and things will happen the way they're supposed to, and that they will happen for you because you create the life that you want. You're in control of the life you want. All right, let's get some input, maybe some advice, maybe in regards to certain actions to take. So we have past lives. And we have sunlight after darkness. I mean, right then and there, this one right here just tells me exactly everything we were just talking about. That sunlight after darkness, that I think for a lot of you Virgos leading up into May, I think some of you were in a really dark spot. You guys were being very challenged. A lot of emotions going on, and I think in May, it's starting to brighten up. Whatever you were going through, whatever the work you were putting into yourself and working on yourself to make yourself better for you, you know, I feel it's essentially hard work paid off. Like it's paying off. And, you know, and that might be really hard to believe initially, because I feel for so many of you, you were in such a dark place before, or, you know, you were really questioning yourself, really questioning your path, your decisions, the life that you were living, or the things that you wanted to do, your dreams and passions, and whether I can do that or I can't do that. And I definitely think you've been working this up. And I think even with past lives, like, this is something you've been working up to in many lifetimes. And that this is yours for the taking. No questions asked. No ifs, ands, or buts. You've been working on whatever it is you're trying to achieve or trying to bring into your life, or whatever it may be. It may be even in regards of love. It could be, maybe for some of you, it might even be like a past, you know, someone you might have known in a past life, a soul connection, a soul partner in some sort. But I feel, you know, that this has been a long time coming in in more ways than one, and that you will see the fruits of your labor in May. Let's see here, anything in regards to blockages, maybe some blind spots, maybe some things we haven't even thought about. Oh, here's one of them. Grounding. Oh, cards are going crazy here. And forgiveness. Yeah, I think a lot of you, part of that transformation was learning to forgive yourself for mistakes, or maybe whether they were minor to really huge mistakes. I think a lot of you were kicking yourself for that. Like, you cannot let yourself go. You're like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. I would totally take that back. I'm stupid. I knew better. Why did you do that? And I think part of that transformation to get there is forgiving ourselves, and the kind of like, hey, look, like, we're like, don't be so hard on yourself. It's this life is a progress. There's no necessarily end destination of, oh, I've done all the growth I was supposed to do in this lifetime, and now I can just kind of cruise through the rest of my years. That's not life. Life, we're always continuing to grow. We're always continuing to transform. And I think for you, the biggest key for that transformation for yourself is to forgive yourself. And part of that, you know, that self-love and that healing is forgiving yourself for whatever you feel has like been bugging you, or the things you did that you felt, you know, oh, I shouldn't have done that. And through that, I think a lot of it will be done a lot from grounding your energy, bringing it back to like the earth. I think a lot of you in May will find yourself wanting to be in nature a lot, alone time, whether it's by the beach, in the ocean, the woods, the desert, whatever it may be. Just that's what's going to help with your process of making this change in May, this transformation in May, or what's going to help maintain it in May is constantly grounding. So really being able to be in nature, to recharge yourself, and also through meditation as well. Meditation is so good for grounding, and it's so good for our health and well-being. Let me see if there's anything else for you guys. Challenges. Take time out from problems or conflicts, or approach softly to avoid making matters worse. So I think for you guys, so what I'm seeing for this, you guys, in May is because of, you know, I think what I'm sensing is we're going to have some, May will still have its challenges, but we're going to be better for it. And I think part of that is through that grounding of being able to not rush into a decision, not react based off of like instant emotion, and to really think out problem solving and how we're going to approach this, and to be mindful of that. And I think actually maybe for some of you Virgos, you know, that was always maybe for some of you an issue, that you were very quick and harsh into reactions of situations and problems, and you would just freak out. And I think this is also, you know, actually this may even be the challenge, is when things come up and that may bug you, or maybe a problematic or a conflict or whatever, to be almost the bigger, higher person, and remember to take a deep breath and to pause and to slowly work your way through it. And it's almost like the challenge for you guys as a continuation of this transformation that I feel a lot of you Virgos are going through right now, is, you know, to almost like take a breath, pause. All right, let's think this through. Let's not rush into anything. Let's not react hastily. Let's think about this and process this and be smart about it and be mindful about it. So I feel that will be very much the challenge, and very much the message, and you'll be able to handle conflict better. You know, you continue on with the progress you're making in yourself. Dealing with conflicts will be a piece of cake for you. I think that is it for you guys. Thank you guys so much. I really hope that resonated with you and you guys got something out of it. Make sure to like this video and to subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment below if you really enjoyed this reading, if there's anything else you guys would like to see, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.